Simonini. I'm going to get that wrong. Long, I think. Back to receive this along with Sean Nelson. And we are ready to, looks like Leigh is lined up. They're kicking from their own 40-yard line with 11:04 remaining. Pioneer Trail 7-0 here early in this homecoming 50th anniversary. And it is back, and it is fielded by Dylan Borrego in the end zone. He fair catches it, which I guess just translates into a touchback.
Yeah.
So Pioneer will start their first drive of the game at the 20-yard line, as the youngster will be at quarterback. Drew Freihoff will be quarterback for your Pioneer Mustangs as they come out on the field. And he's a big boy. He's about 6 foot. And definitely has the height advantage over Dylan Borrego and Zeno Forbes, as we talked about in the pregame. And he's back, and it's a handoff to Tanquary, who's around the left side, and goes to the 35, and no one touched him.
Wow.
And finally they came up and pushed him out of bounds. That's going to be a pickup of about 15 yards and moving the chains in that.
Yeah, nice start. I mean, just great blocking and a really nice stutter step there by Curtis Tanquary to pick up solid first down and maybe add a little momentum back after that rough start.
Yeah, kind of fooled me there. I thought he had stepped out of bounds, but he didn't. Tanquary and Adil Sharkey in the backfield. Manriquez, the lone wide receiver. Sean Nelson in motion. He gets the handoff around the right side, and he's to the 40 and finally hit and dragged down at the 43-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 7 yards, 6 yards on that one. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 5. 10:28 remaining in this first quarter. We're just underway. Pioneer with their first drive of the game. They are going right to left. Ball at the 42-yard line. 2nd and 5, 10:18 remaining in this first quarter, as Drew Freihoff is under center, and it's a dive play straight up the gut to Curtis Tanquary. Or no, excuse me, Adil Sharkey, the Shark Man, going straight up the gut and picking up about 3 yards, so it's going to bring up 3rd and short. Nice little dive play there.
It was really nice. Actually faked it to Tanquary, so that kept Leigh on their toes, and a solid game for Shark.
Definitely. So Pioneer driving early here. I think one thing they're going to want to do is just keep possession of the ball. And,
absolutely.
And, you know, they got to stop Leigh there, as they let him drive down there on the first play of the game, or the second play of the game, excuse me. And it's Tanquary in motion around the left side. He gets the handoff, and he's up to the 50, to the 45, where he's finally bulldozing his way and downed at the 40-yard line. A pickup of about 10 and a first down, moving those chains.
Well, he was bumped and pushed and really kept his balance there on that run to pick up the first down, and then dragged half the defense with him for 3 more yards.
So they have ran every play so far, which we did kind of expect, but one of these times I believe they're going to air it out.
Yep.
We hope. Marcus Smith, the lone wide receiver on the far side, and it's a handoff over the right side.
Matt
Nguyen getting the carry on that one, and a pickup of maybe a yard or 2. And he is going to be subbed off the field, and actually they changed his number. They don't have the number 2 in the black jerseys, so Matt Nguyen wearing the number 3 tonight. And so it's going to bring up 2nd and 9, ball at the Leigh Longhorns 40-yard line. 8:45 remaining in this first quarter, as Freihoff is under center, and he drops back to pass, and he looks left, and he bullets one to Smith, who almost makes a brilliant play, but he is hit and he drops it, and that's going to be an incomplete pass.
Well, despite the incompletions, the fans, you can hear they love that Pioneers going to the air, and Freihoff just looked very confident in the pocket as he dropped back and threw a bullet. Just unlucky that Smith could not hold on to that pass.
Yeah, Marcus Smith heard some footsteps there, so he's going to be taken off the field, and subbed in as James Manriquez, as Freihoff is under center. They're lined up in the wing formation. Tanquary in motion. It's a handoff to him over the left side, following his block. He's to the 30, 2, and he's finally tackled and dragged down at the 29-yard line, and that's going to be a first down, moving the chains. Pioneer driving the ball through the feet of Sean Nelson and Curtis Tanquary.
Well, I think the team has finally realized if you start mixing up the plays, it's a lot easier to move the ball, and Tanquary is having a monster drive right now.
He definitely is, so it's going to bring up 1st and 10, ball at the Leigh 29-yard line, 8:18 remaining. Pioneer trailing 7 here early. As Freihoff is under center, he sends Tanquary in motion. It's a handoff to Tanquary around the left side, following Sean Nelson, the lead blocker, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards and be down at the 25-yard line. So Tanquary is the workhorse so far.
It's like it's been all season, and he has not disappointed yet, picking up solid yardage on every run.
Definitely. So that was 4 yards, actually. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 6, ball on the Leigh 25-yard line, 7:43 remaining, 7-0. Leigh is in the lead here early in this. Pioneer on their first drive of the game. Marcus Smith checks back in at wide receiver, and it's a little handoff to Sean Nelson, who tries getting away from a tackler, and he is hit and dropped at the line of scrimmage. A nice little quick trap play to Sean Nelson, or trying to get around the right side.
You know, he only picked up one, but I like that play call by the offensive coordinator to, I mean, he had 3 running backs that could have had the ball there, and Leigh made a nice defensive play to pick the right running back, but a nice call to keep them on their toes.
He did, so 7:05 remaining. He actually gave him credit for a yard on that one, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. And we're just under 7 minutes here in the first quarter of this game as Freihoff drops back, and it's a handoff to Sean Nelson, who's around the right side. He's to the 20, the 15. He cuts it back to the 10, and he is hit and dragged down at the 6-yard line. That's going to be a nice pickup of about 14 yards, moving the chains. Pioneer Mustang in the red zone for the first time today.
Just a beautiful run as the guard got out, or pulled out for the lead block, and Sean Nelson just turned on his speed, and there was really no one out there. Then had a beautiful juke move to pick up about 7 more yards. Great run.
Definitely cut that one back into the center, and I like him going around the outside because he's definitely got that speed. And if he gets a little daylight, he is gone. So that is a huge pickup. It's going to bring up 1st and goal, ball at the 6-yard line. 6:30 remaining here. We're just underway on this homecoming night at Pioneer Stadium as Freihoff is under center, doing a couple little hard counts, and it's a handoff to Nguyen, who's around the right side, and he is in for a touchdown. Matt Nguyen getting a nice 6-yard touchdown. Pioneer Mustangs are on the board, putting up 6. A nice run around the right side.
Beautiful run, just huge hole. Too easy for Matt Nguyen, and he is loving it out there. He's jumping around, high-fiving everyone, and just a beautiful opening drive for the Mustangs to answer to that Leigh touchdown.
That is a big touchdown for the senior, Matt Nguyen. And the extra point is up, and the extra point is good. So we're Pioneer tying it up 7-all with 6:18 remaining. You're listening to Pioneer Mustangs football on KMTG 89.3, The Stampede.
While gift cards can make a great present for any occasion, they may not be perfect for everyone. Make sure people who receive your gift cards from you will use the gift card and understand any fees, expiration dates, or other terms that could affect the card's value. Last year alone, customers lost more than $8 billion by not using their gift cards. For more about gift cards from the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, visit www.helpwithmybank.gov. This public service announcement has been brought to you by KMTG San Jose 89.3 The Stampede.
Celebrating Pioneer High School's 50th anniversary. This is KMTG San Jose 89.3 The Stampede.
Welcome back to Pioneer Mustang Stadium. Homecoming here at Pioneer High School, 7-7. Pioneer driving 80 yards. Capped off by a Matt Nguyen 6-yard rushing touchdown over the right side. 7-all. As Pioneer is set to kick this one off, and it's a short kick, and it's fielded at the 35-yard line and cut back to the 36-yard line. It was caught by Levon Donald, the backup running back for the Leigh Longhorns, the sophomore. And that's where Leigh will get this one started. I don't know if that was a design play. It looked like maybe they wanted to get it in the hands of a big lineman.
I think so. I mean, just trying to make sure Leigh is still out there mentally, and kick it to a guy who usually doesn't get the ball on kickoffs, usually looking to hit somebody. But nice kickoff coverage by Leigh there.
So Leigh will start this drive at the 42-yard line as Gabe Davis is under center, and he drops back, and it's a handoff around the left side. It's Ricky McDermott, and he is tripped up at about the 45-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 2 yards. Number 33, Adil Sharkey, getting in there and just a shoestring tackle for him.
Laying down on the ground and just reaches up and just got the ankle of McDermott to bring him down.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 8, ball on their own 45-yard line. Leigh Longhorns going left to right, 7 apiece here. 5:43 remaining in this first quarter. Just underway on a beautiful night here. There's no rain yet, so we are excited. And sending a man in motion, McDermott coming around the right side, a little end around, and he is hit, and he will be tackled for a loss. It looks like it's going to be a loss of about 3 yards. James Manriquez getting in there and tackling him. They were trying to get that around the outside, and it was just met by a couple Pioneer Mustangs.
The Mustangs flew to the ball there, and McDermott really had nowhere at all to go. Just had to play the field there and nowhere to go. Beautiful, beautiful defense by the Pioneer Mustangs.
So the clock continues to run. 3rd down and 11, 5 minutes and counting here. Ball on the 42-yard line in Leigh Longhorns territory. As the quarterback drops back to pass, he looks left, and he has a wide open receiver, and it hits off his hands. That's Larry Donald. Hits his fingertips and bounces up in the air. He should have had that one.
Yeah, I mean, he's their leading receiver. You'd really expect him to catch that. It was a nice throw by Davis.
Yep.
And just butterfingers up there for Larry Donald.
Yep, it looked like it hit him off the wrist or something on that, and it looked like it hit a stone fence the way it bounced off his hands. And Pioneer forces a 3-and-out. Leigh will be punting from about the 30-yard line, and the kick is up. And it's going to be fielded by Dylan Borrego. Actually, he's going to let it bounce, and it takes a Pioneer bounce. Hits the turf at about the 28-yard line and is finally touched down by Leigh at the 34-yard line. So Pioneers offense coming back onto the field. They're going to take over here. 7-all, 7-7. Pioneer tied with Leigh Longhorns here in the first quarter. 4:39 on the clock. 1st and 10. Pioneer going right to left and looking to start their drive and keep the momentum going and move that ball down the field like they did in that last one, which was a beautifully designed drive.
Yeah, it was a great drive, and I think you just have to do what you did last drive and give it to Tanqueray, who's really been the workhorse.
So Freihoff will be under center. He's got 2 running backs side by side in kind of a pro set formation, and it's a handoff around the left side. It's Tanqueray who gets a little gap and is finally clotheslined and dragged down at about the 41-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of 6 yards and a nice play.
Yeah, it was a great run. Very, very rough tackle there at the end. You called it. Maybe sort of got clotheslined or pulled down by the neck or something, but a great run nonetheless.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 4. Ball on their own 40-yard line as Pioneer goes right to left. 4:11 remaining in this first quarter. 7 for the Longhorns, 7 for Pioneer. We're tied. We're just underway on this homecoming night. As Freihoff sending Sean Nelson around the right side. It's a handoff. He cuts back. He's to the 45, to the 50, and he's downed and spun out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. A nice run by Sean Nelson and a beautiful cutback.
God, what a move he put on that linebacker out there who's still on the ground. But,
I think so.
Yeah, wow, what a run by Sean Nelson. He's got such quick feet and fast reflexes, and he showed it all out there.
He did. He got around that right side and then made that cutback to the left that just left that guy with broken ankles. So,
exactly.
Very nice. Freihoff is under center. Manriquez, the lone wide receiver, sending Matt Nguyen in motion. And we've got a flag on the play. I don't see a flag, actually.
No, just,
I hear whistles.
Looks like.
And we're waiting to hear the call from the referee. And we've got a timeout on the field. So there's a break in the action with a score Pioneer Mustang 7 and the Leigh Longhorns 7. You're listening to Mustang Football on Pioneer Radio, 89.3 The Stampede.
When the weather is cold or wet outside, find fun things to do inside, like take your children or grandchildren on a trip to the zoo, the Baking Zoo. Together, you can create treats fashioned after animals, such as elephant ear crisps, monkey bread, and teddy bears. The time you spend together helps kids and families become stronger, plus it teaches concepts and values. The Home Baking Association has set aside an entire month as Bake for Family Fun Month. Visit www.fleischmannsyeast.info. This public service announcement brought to you by KMTG San Jose, 89.3 The Stampede.
You're listening to Mustang Football.